So let's talk about Vibrio. What is Vibrio? So I assume many of you sort of have an idea what Vibrio is, but I think it's important to know that Vibrio is a naturally occurring bacteria and it's in the marine environment. So it's not related to pollution or sewage outfall. That's a common misconception that people have. It's just in the water, and not all strains are pathogenic, so they don't all cause illness. But of course, there are a few that do. And the one that we're really concerned about for Alaska is the Vibrio parahaemolyticus. I'm just going to call it Vibrio from now on, so I don't have to keep saying that. Yeah, so this is the one that we're worried about here. There's another one, vulnificus, which is more prevalent in warmer waters, like down in the Gulf or in Florida. But up here, the water's much cooler, so generally, we wouldn't worry about that strain here. It is a temperature-sensitive bacteria, so we generally don't worry about it in the wintertime. We're mostly worrying about it when the temps, the water temps exceed 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And its growth really almost stops below 45 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's also found in salinities up to 35 ppt. Okay, so what's the problem? Well, Vibrio can cause any number of gastrointestinal illness, flu-like symptoms, all the fun stuff, vomiting, diarrhea, things we don't like to talk about. And it's especially a concern for the immunocompromised. They're just more susceptible to severe illness. It is self-limiting, and usually it's not fatal, like almost never fatal, maybe less than 1% of cases. That's a greater concern with the other Vibrio strain vulnificus. And then the other issue is that shellfish can accumulate Vibrio. So in the summertime, when the water temps are a little bit higher and the Vibrio starts to grow, then the shellfish can actually concentrate the Vibrio as filter feeders. And one concern, with warming sea surface temperatures is that we may start seeing more Vibrio in the water as the temperatures rise. But even more of a concern probably for Alaska is that there are some strains now that are more tolerant to cooler temperatures. So some of the outbreaks that we've seen in Alaska have probably been due to these new strains that are a little more tolerant of cooler temperatures. So that's really what we're concerned about. So just to give you an idea about the temperature sensitivity, this is something I borrowed from Bob, but you can just see at the different temperatures how the growth rate really accelerates. So at 60 degrees Fahrenheit after 6 hours, you're seeing a little bit of growth, but not a lot. But by the time you get up to like 80 or 90 degrees, it's pretty significant.